Okay, coming to the next one, easy administration. And CloudTrail is a fully managed service, no installation is required. Yes. Uh, so the CloudTrail, it's a service which is already there in AWS. We just need to enable that service to connect to get that S3 bucket, all the log information to be stored in the CloudTrail, which doesn't require any additional installations, or you can simply turn on or turn off whenever you wanted to use this service. Okay, it's just like a plug and play kind of a feature. And coming to the next one, notifications for log file delivery. So the CloudTrail, the log files here, the Amazon simple notification services, which is give the notifications to the end user, right? So this service, what it does, when you have a new log file which is delivered, it notifies the CloudTrail saying that for the security audit team, there is a new Amazon simple notification service notification has been pushed. So the users will understand there is a new file being pushed from CloudTrail to, like, from through this SNS service to the security audit team. Okay. And coming to the third party integration. So here we can use a Splunk, majorly used for logging purpose. These are all third-party tools which we can integrate with the CloudTrail log files, because some applications in the some industry, they already have the logging mechanism using the third-party integrations. So in that case, if they might not be ready with completely moving to the uh, like a CloudTrail log files, what the feature which AWS is giving that time, without interrupting the existing log informations, the technologies like Boundary, Logly, and Splunk. So we can integrate that and have them into the cloud, and you can proceed with that without interrupting the existing or the previous setup or the log file information. I have worked on the Splunk login. Have we have done the call like a CloudTrail log files. So the approach of going back to the log file information, everything is same, but only the thing is that we have deployed into the cloud trail in the AWS. We have done that integration. That's it. And coming to the next one, log file aggregations. So like when you wanted to do aggregate the different files and put them into the bucket, so this file log file aggregations will coming to the picture. Let's say if you have multiple accounts or regions, so that all the log files are delivered to a single bucket, so you don't want it to separately store them into the S3 storage, which will cause some kind of uh, workaround to get that data from the different files. So the aggregation will help you in integrating everything into the single file and put them into the S3 bucket. So for future use, if you wanted to take that file from S3 bucket and use it, that you can do it any time, right? So that's one of the feature.
Can
One
I
second.
ask you? Can I can I ask you a question on the log
Yes,
file
yes,
aggregation? Yeah.
yes.
So can everyone since there are three different files, let's say coming from three different regions, as we
Mm-hmm,
explained, if
mm-hmm.
can one administrator be able to see all those files, or it has another extra lock for those who have to see it? Like if someone
Mm-hmm,
logs into use the aggregate lock,
mm-hmm,
can they be able to, like, if you divide it into A, B, and C,
mm-hmm.
can A, B, and C be able to see all the files in the order? Like, can C be able to see the file in A and B be able to see the file in A and C? All those things.
Yeah, I think see, this is only the logging information, right? There is nothing to be, I mean, keep it separate from region to region. So if we wanted
Okay.
to have the log information, there is no kind of security breach or something. So just only the log information can be kept in a single file and store it. So for future use, if you wanted to retrieve that log file, it will be easy for you to look at all the region wise instead of separate region wise to multiple files.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And the encrypted log files, yes. So the CloudTrail encrypts all log files delivered to a specified Amazon S3 bucket using S3 server-side encryption. So what it does, like you have the CloudTrail here, and you have the log files, and you have the Amazon S3 bucket. Here you would be doing server-side encryption using your Amazon S3 bucket using the server-side encryption S3 and server-side encryption feature, which is SSE. Then only all the log files will be further secured by using the AWS Key Management Service, which is a KMS, and will put into the Amazon S3 bucket, which means all the files are encrypted. You will not be in a position to read the data from the files, and there will be a separate key provided to that file if you wanted to retrieve that file from S3 bucket and view the log file information. So this feature is also available in the AWS. And coming to the log file integrity validation, you can validate the integrity of CloudTrail log files stored in your S3 bucket and detect whether the log files were unchanged, modified, or detected since the CloudTrail delivered to them. So this what this feature does is when you have the files which is being sent from stored in your S3 bucket, it manages if there is any kind of action which has been performed on those files. So it keeps that integrity validation and uh, keep all the files in a secured manner. And coming to the AWS configuration, AWS configuration is fully managed service that provides an AWS config, which is configuration history, resource inventory, and configuration change notification. So we'll see. We'll see those details here. Okay, in the AWS configuration, we have config rules. Typically, people who are in the networking side, right, like IT administrator or somebody who can they can determine how they wanted to keep that resources out of compliance, right? There will be compliance based on the different business wise. So all that compliance things will be like in encryption of the data and all the instances which are tagged to that particular instances, like whether it is correctly tagged to the specific EC2 instance or not. So all these compliance things will be configured in the AWS config file. All these rules will be defined over there, which will be managed by the IT administrator. And then the next one is configuration visibility. And coming to the configuration visibility, like if you have some configuration attributes in your AWS resources, which is in a real-time manner, AWS simple notification services will notify simple notifications service will notify of any updated configuration or specific changes from the previous state. Okay, in this, what, let's say you are the user and you are using this AWS configuration service. So what this SNS service does, if there is any kind of a changes that you're doing within the AWS configuration to any of the resources that you have added some new load balancer or new some configuration logging mechanism or any server you have updated, so those kind of a notification will be pushed through the, AWS simple notification service to the user. So this is where the configuration visibility and the notification mechanism will be go to the user. Okay, the next one is continuous assessment. The all this kind of like guidelines and everything will be vary from organization to organization. So let's say you have like a CloudWatch and you have a simple storage and EC2 and cloud Amazon Glare, everything, all these resources will be configured based on your that particular company or the organization's policies or the guidelines, which will be all the AWS instances will be in a position to adopt those policies and guidelines. Okay, the next one is cloud governance dashboard. So this is like we have seen, right? The like all the configuration given to your visual dashboards with list or charts or graphs to help you quickly spot non-compliant resources and take appropriate action. So this dashboard will be available in AWS if you have configured it. And what it does, it will give you like if there is any kind of non-compliance things which are there in your application to identify, which is like this governance dashboard will notify whether it is under compliance or non-compliance things. So we can, any like organization can look into that particular service and see why the compliance thing is not met. So for any kind of a security breach or something, so those things will be taken into consideration. Let's say, for example, previously we have seen for a couple of log files, we have a scenario both encrypted format and non-encrypted format to be stored in a S3 layer, right? For any reason, if you have to have the log to be sent to the encrypted format and have a log to it, but which is not being taken care, that will be come in the dashboard governance, like a dashboard, a governance dashboard that will be identified and fixed in the environment and deploy those changes. And we come to the next knowledge check area. Patrick, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. What services assist you with monitoring and logging of your cloud environment?
Um, I will go with what? I'm sure I'm confused here. The Amazon Trusted Advisor? No. I would have thought it's C, but D with a Trusted Advisor. I don't know. I'm sure I didn't hear about that one.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no trusted advisor.
Yeah,
Uh,
so I'll go with C.
okay. Yeah, your answer is correct. So it's a CloudWatch, and we have used CloudTrail and Amazon Configuration. So these three are the main things for your logging as well as the environment.
Mhm.
Okay. Coming to the next one, which tool would you be using to monitor AWS resource and performance utilization?
Performance utilization. I know to monitor is B, Amazon Watch. But
Right, that's correct. Yeah. Okay, I think you're on track, so you're doing all well, Patrick. I was happy that you're getting the concepts.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we have completed three sections as of now, right? So the next one is hybrid IT architecture. But one request from my side here, it's 12 o'clock, and you know that in fact I was not keeping well that I have requested Jason to postpone the session, but during the conversation, I understood that you are looking for this session on an urgent basis. So I thought I'll spend some time to get this session and understand that you're how you understood the concepts and all. I think you're on track. So can we resume the session from tomorrow again, if you don't mind?
Okay. Okay. There's a request that we postpone the session.
No, nothing. I mean, now I'm not requesting for postponing the session, but I think we agreed to have 8 hours per day session. I think we have
Yes.
almost done for 4 hours, more than 4 hours, for exactly 4 to 4.5 hours by now,
Yeah.
right? I think that's what. So instead of going for the 4 hours, I'll be doing for 4.5 or 5 hours per day. Like once I'm probably tomorrow also, I try to take for 6 to 7 hours. Okay. I'm
Okay.
just wanted to check if you can join 1 hour early by any chance, which is 7 a.m. in your morning. Is that possible for you?
To what do I do?
No, no, like I'm just checking if you can join 1 hour early in tomorrow
Yeah.
session, which is
Yeah. I can try. Yeah, I will do that. It's so long. I can go to bed early and get up at 7 o'clock. Now I will do that.
okay. If that is feasible, I'll notify Jason to prepone the session so that
Okay.
we can connect little early and cover more concepts.
Okay. That is fine. That is fine. And because if you are tired,
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that is fine.
Instead of that's what I had a discussion with Jason to understand your requirement urgency. I thought, okay, I'll spend some time. Though I was sick, I don't mind taking the class. Then that's what I promised him.
No, that's fine.
Okay, sure. I think yeah, I think we can wind up the session for today. I think you got all the concepts, and probably what I request you is you go to the presentation. I don't know whether you have the presentation with you or not, but like to the concepts what we discussed so far. If you have any questions on this, we can uh, revise those concepts in tomorrow's session, and tomorrow I'll be having, like, we'll be discussing a few other topics with live examples.